Tulad ng naunang pagtutuos, naging kontrobersyal ang pagkatalo ni Jerry Peñalosa via split decision sa hapon na si Masamori Tokoyama at bigo na mapasakamay ang WBC Super Flyweight title. At pagkatapos ng labang kay Tokoyama, pansamantala munang nagretiro si Peñalosa sa boxing. 2 taon ang nakalipas, muling bumalik sa pagboboxing si Jerry Peñalosa at nagkasunod-sunod ang kanyang panalo. Isa sa kanyang mga nabiktima ay ang Mexican boxer na si Tomas Rojas. At 2006, sumabak si Peñalosa sa isa na namang mabigat na laban kontra sa Panamanian boxer na si Mauricio Martinez. Si Mauricio Martinez ay isang hard puncher at dating world champion. May ring record na 31 panalo at merong 6 na talo, na kung malalampasan ni Peñalosa ang laban ay muli siyang mapapasabak sa isang world title fight. Nasa likod niya ang mahusay na si Freddie Roach bilang trainer. Sa round 1, madidiin na suntok agad ang naging palitan ni Peñalosa at ni Martinez.
And the potential for a very accurate right hook. Shows it off there against Martinez. Both men trading jabs.
I believe your boxing purists tonight who are watching will really appreciate both fighters here. These are two, they've both been in with good fighters. They're just real professional prize fighters.
And they're at a stage, one man is going to advance himself and get back in the mix, and the other is going to take a pretty big drop. So it's a good risk-reward fight.
And if that is the case with Peñalosa, I think it was some years ago to retire.
And of course, Rich, the extra motivation that they come into this bout, when they started the week, they were not going to be on the televised. Straight left hand by Martinez. Same organization that he held a belt in.
Martinez looking to pick up the pace here a little bit.
Good work with the jab, tries to come behind.
Sometimes rather ugly to watch, but with these two, that's kind of doubtful.
That was a nice straight left hand from Peñalosa.
That was the cleanest punch of the round, and he's looking to get real aggressive now after it.
That's the Freddie Roach and the corner of Peñalosa. Oh, and that left hand does. Damage.
3, 4. That was a beauty. Surprised that Martinez would get tagged with a punch like that. That one came from way back.
Sa round 2, mas tumindi ang banatan. Mas matangkad man si Martinez, pero nakikipagsabayan sa lakas ng suntok si Jerry Peñalosa.
Back underneath him here in the second round. Stunned in the final minute of that first round. Flush left hand.
Uninhibited.
Tries the uppercut.
Jerry was out of.
On paper, this is the hardest fight obviously sparked by Manny Pacquiao.
It is unbelievable. When Peñalosa was champion, Joe, it was kind of like Jerry and 10 other guys, but nobody really knew. But now, of course, the Filipino fighters are really making their mark tremendously, led by Pacquiao. Here he comes again.
It's a good combination. He went right hook straight. Right hand to the body. Left hand.
I thought that was very good recuperative powers by Martinez in the first round, Joe, because when he went down, I mean, the way his leg crumpled underneath him and his eyes cut, he looked really desperately hurt. And
He had the wet noodle leg, and now he's sturdy. With a lot of career momentum and fighting for the belt yet again.
Argue to a couple of things. Still came back to win that fight on a KO.
Pacquiao, and of course Peñalosa. So a shared experience.
Of course, Freddie even calls James Toney's son in the corner. So that was our. Well, that's exactly right, Joe. Because he is very patient in the ring, and that's Tony, and a guy who looks basically to take down his man bit by bit.
Nobody does that.
Jabbing battle now. So who can establish against southpaw matchup the better jab between the two? Martinez is getting himself back.
Tear since 2003.
Both fighters are.
Penalosa, number 3. Mauricio Martinez. You heard from Scott with the left hand. We'll see if Martinez can go back to it here. Closing the distance a little bit here now on the inside, both men. And the uppercut works for Penalosa and then fires off a straight left. One low blow.
One and it's low.
Jerry Penalosa's thigh doesn't feel the same way.
These are not pity-pat setup jabs that they're throwing. They're looking to do damage, and they're following up with hard crosses.
As we expected. We said before we set it up to the ring for this fight, steals the show. 2 guys that are hungry, 2 guys that need it, and they have a lot of skill. Good right hook from Penalosa. Uppercut combination and a left hand. Martinez again.
5, 6, 7 can be. He looked down at Joe and me and winked as he came back to the neutral corner.
That's confidence. Let's see if he can get after it now. Over a minute to go in round 4. Penalosa on the attack.
From Penalosa. And the troubling thing for Martinez is, although he's landed clean punches, he hasn't shown that he can hurt Penalosa in the same fashion. But he doesn't want to keep exchanging 10-8 rounds against him for 10-9 rounds that he wins.
Martinez is a quick healer.
100 round mark in the career of Jerry Penalosa.
That's experience, Rich. You can see.
He looks much more solid at this weight. He looks the bigger man. He looks like he should be the stronger man. We know Penalosa can hurt. Martinez said he was very hopeful of emulating his uncle, the great Ismael Laguna. I'm almost every day. Monitors his progress closely.
After winning a title belt, but feels very confident. Career is going right now. Overcome the 2 deficits caused in the first and 4th round by the knockdown scored by Penalosa. Oh, that was a good right hand after coming through with the left hand that missed. And then the body shot and the uppercut. And Penalosa accurate as can be.
And Martinez has to give ground. Look at him back off. He's feeling it now. They asked. He did look to me to be a little bit jaded as he walked back to that corner.
Martinez still throwing. Penalosa picking his spots in between.
Martinez is skilled at bending at the waist. He's not a guy who necessarily is going to dance around the ring and give you a lot of movement that way, but it hasn't worked for him tonight. And normally he's able to get away from punches even though he's in front of an opponent. And that's why they were asking for more movement from him with his legs in the last round. But
Jerry Penalosa than Martinez thought he would be facing. Penalosa looks sharp tonight.
Look at that combination. Four
punch combination, then goes back to the left hand.
And Jerry is beginning to show a more varied attack in terms of punching to the body as well. And I think he's grinding down Mauricio Martinez.
The good news for Martinez is that the cut around the right eye has not been a major factor. Misses with the right hook, just Marquez, one of the pound-for-pound elites, and he has called that bantamweight division home in recent years.
He really manages to get himself back together. It's amazing. I think Martinez won this round.
He's got 4 rounds more to figure things out.
Won at least a couple of rounds. The third round was very close. But I gave that last round to Martinez, and he's starting off pretty good.
31-year-old from Panama, former titleist. Combination from Martinez, return fire came by Martinez. When he brought that point up to us, I said, now are you? But Martinez has settled in nicely. Doubles up the jab there. Sweeping right hand from Penalosa does nothing.
I think the Warrior tag.
2 veteran from Panama. The former titleist has dug deep. These are good, smart fight fans here in El Paso. It's Blascano and junior featherweight
Punches here. I'm looking in his face and looking at that expression.
his outburst until the final minute of this 8th round. Well, another left hand behind the jab.
Martinez. Penalosa is shown in this fight.
How can you not be? It has been sensational. And there's a left hand that wobbles the legs. And now Penalosa jumps on him. He's got 2 minutes to work here in the 9th round.
And he's coming with a flurry of punches.
Left hand again, Rich. It's been there all night. This fight is over. He's on.
Freddie's on a pretty good roll.
You think so?
Your winner by way of knockout, Jerry Peñalosa.
Pagkatapos ng napakagandang panalo kay Martinez, napasabak si Jerry Peñalosa sa world title fight kontra sa Mexican na si Daniel Ponce de Leon para sa WBO at IBA Super Bantamweight title. Naging magandang laban pero nabigo si Peñalosa na makuha ang titulo. So yan lamang po ang gusto kong i-share sa inyo ngayong araw sa mga kaibigan at kababayan natin dyan sa Pinas, mga boxing fans at mga tulad kong OFW sa mampanig sa mundo. Kumusta po kayong lahat dyan? Kung nagustuhan niyo po itong aking video, pakilike at kung po pwede rin po, mag-subscribe na rin po kayo. Maraming salamat sa inyong panonood. Shout out kay Mr. Nathan Rehede, Minandro Domingo ng KSA, Michael Carrillo ng Digos City, Billy Jubildad ng Taguig at Pampanga, Wilson Acop ng Jerusalem, Bobby Ongsuico, Aldwin Tolosa, at kay Mr. Vladimir Bixrak. Maraming salamat po sa pagsuporta nyo sa aking channel.